Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're stepping into, the really intense world of professional boxing. Heavyweight division.
High stakes stuff.
Absolutely. Especially for fighters like Anthony Joshua.
Yep.
The pressure, it's not just about the fight itself. It's the history, the defeats, the whole career narrative kind of hanging there.
Yeah, it's immense. Every single punch, every round.
Yeah.
It feels like it carries so much weight beyond just winning or losing that night. It's about legacy, isn't it?
Totally. And that's exactly what we're getting into today. We're doing a deep dive into that recent, pretty dramatic fight between Anthony Joshua and Jermaine Franklin.
Right.
We're pulling directly from the fight highlights, the commentary, getting right into the source.
Good stuff.
Our mission here is to really unpack it all. The key moments, the tactics, what was going on beneath the surface for both fighters. Why was this such a big deal for them? What can we actually learn from how they fought?
Yeah, it's a great example of like strategic thinking under pressure and just, pure grit when everything's on the line.
Okay, so let's set the scene first, because the context here is, well, it's everything. We've got Anthony Joshua, Olympic gold medalist AJ, back at London's O2 Arena.
Big return.
Huge, but the pressure was just suffocating. The commentary, they were openly saying things like potential retirement if he gets it wrong here.
Yeah, you can't overstate that.
Mm.
He was coming off those 2 straight losses to Usyk.
Right.
And I think it was 3 losses in his last 5 fights overall. So this felt make or break.
And adding to that, he weighed in heavier than ever. What was it, 18 stones?
Over 50 pounds, yeah.
Yeah.
His heaviest ever.
Yeah.
That alone felt like a statement, maybe signaling a change in approach,
And across the wing, Jermaine Franklin from the U.S., the 99 assassin. Not just an opponent, but seen as a real formidable test.
Definitely not there to roll over. He came in looking ambitious, ready to challenge AJ.
And one more piece here, a big one.
Yeah.
New corner for AJ Derek James in there for the first time.
Right. That immediately signals, okay, they're trying something new, a fresh strategy.
Okay, so the stakes are massive. Let's get into the ring now. The actual fight, the tactical battle. What was Joshua's corner telling him? What were they trying to get him to do differently?
Well, right from the start, they were pushing for specific things. The big one was establish a heavy jab.
Not just flicking it out there.
No. Use it as a weapon, control distance, set up the power shots, and they told him to free up his hands, make his punches come out more faster.
Meaning
Less hesitation, basically.
Yeah.
Be less tentative, throw more combinations. Don't load up so much on every single shot. Keep it flowing.
And did we see that? Did it translate?
I think so, yeah. You saw those good combinations early on, the solid jabs, especially that left-hand jab. They were pretty consistent. That seemed like the plan in action.
Trying to implement that corner advice.
Definitely. And trying to drive the right hand through the jab, that was a clear instruction.
And did it land?
Yeah, at one point, that follow-through with the right hand was called probably the best punch of the fight so far. So definitely connecting.
Any other key weapons for AJ?
He landed a good uppercut. It was a tremendous body shot, mentioned too. And that right uppercut on the inside, commentary highlighted that as one of Joshua's best punches all night. It wasn't just wild swinging. There was some precision there.
Okay, but Franklin wasn't just standing there, was he? He took some big shots.
Oh, yeah, he took solid shots, especially early on. But he showed incredible resilience.
What was his game plan, do you think, besides just being tough?
Well, he was throwing back, landed a good right hand himself, and a left hook. The commentary noted he was being ambitious and kept changing the angle.
Trying to create openings.
Exactly. Not just defending. And there was that observation, wasn't there, that he was maybe hoping that Joshua tires out going down the stretch.
Right, playing the long game potentially. Testing AJ's stamina, especially at that higher weight.
Could be. But the tricky part for Franklin, as the commentary kept saying, was that he likely needed a knockout to actually win the fight on the cards.
So that puts pressure on him to land something big, even while maybe trying to conserve energy.
It's a tough balancing act, yeah. Survive the rounds, but also find that one fight-changing punch.
Let's talk about the atmosphere, the drama. The commentary mentioned that real feeling of jeopardy around AJ's career. You could sense that, right?
Oh, absolutely. It was hanging over the whole fight. The excitement ringside was, it was electric. Every shot felt significant, like any shot and every shot could be the one.
They mentioned brilliant action at the end of the 4th round, specifically.
Yeah, it showed Franklin was still dangerous, still making it a real contest, not just a showcase for AJ.
And the scorecards? Tony Bellew was keeping track unofficially ringside.
Yeah, and his take was, after 7 rounds, he had everything so far, all 7 completed rounds in favor of Joshua.
So AJ dominating on points, but that jeopardy still lingered.
Exactly. Because one punch can change everything in heavyweight boxing. And the commentary even connected some of Joshua's success, like that right hand coming up, to past fights.
How?
They compared it to the kind of exchange where Andy Ruiz caught him, remember? But this time, AJ was landing it effectively.
Interesting comparison.
And they also mentioned how he finished off Dillian White with similar shots, suggesting maybe a return to some of his old strengths.
What about body language? Anything stand out?
Joshua was seen bouncing up on his toes at times, looking energetic despite the pressure, landed that good body shot they called tremendous. There was this sense, even with the tension, that Joshua was trying to project confidence, maybe telegraphing that this would be his night.
It's fascinating how much psychology plays into it at that level.
Huge. It's not just physical. It's about imposing your will, your narrative, even when things aren't going perfectly smoothly, like maybe needing to win on points rather than as spectacular KO. Adapting the game plan, showing you can win differently, that's powerful too.
Okay, so let's move to the end game, the 12th and final round.
Right, the finish line. Both guys got a warm ovation at the start of the round. Respect for getting that far.
And Franklin, despite everyone saying he needed the knockout.
He made it. He made it through to the end of the 12th and final round. Incredible durability, really. Showed a ton of heart.
He didn't get the knockout, but he went the distance against AJ.
Which, in itself, is a statement, especially given the shots he took.
So it goes to the judges. What was the call?
Clear cut in the end.
Yeah.
All three for your winner by unanimous decision, Anthony Joshua.
A crucial win for him then. Unanimous.
Absolutely. And you can see the relief, the intensity afterwards. Commentary noted, emotions are flaring after 12 rounds. It was the culmination of everything, the training, the pressure, the whole comeback narrative.
So wrapping this up for you listening, what's the big picture here? This win, this unanimous decision, it was massive for Anthony Joshua, wasn't it? Given where he was, those losses, the retirement talk.
Oh, definitely. It wasn't maybe the explosive knockout some fans wanted, but he showed he could adapt, follow a game plan under immense pressure, and just fundamentally win when he absolutely had to. Steady the ship, you know?
And what about Franklin? Going the distance, showing that toughness.
Yeah, his stock definitely rose, I'd say, even in a loss. He proved he belongs at a high level, that he's durable, resilient. He made AJ work for every minute of those 12 rounds. That kind of performance earns respect.
It really highlights how success in boxing isn't always just about the win column, is it?
Not at all. Endurance, resilience, forcing a top fighter to dig deep. That matters too.
So here's something to think about. In a sport like boxing, you've got someone like Joshua fighting not just Franklin, but also this whole story about his career possibly declining. Then you have Franklin needing that unlikely knockout, fighting against the odds. How much do those outside pressures, those narratives, actually shape what happens inside the ring? And how do different outcomes, like Franklin just making it the full 12 rounds or Joshua getting that solid, if not spectacular, unanimous win, how do they change our definition of what success or even just endurance really means in such a brutal, demanding sport?